Hi, and welcome everybody to another edition of the Winner's Circle Sports Betting Podcast. I'm Ross Benjamin of RBWins.com. And like every Tuesday, and it is Tuesday, November the 1st, I'm joined by a red hot handicapper, Mr. Sean Higgs of picksandparleys.net, sportscapping.com, and wherever else he wants to send you. But I know one thing, he's doing terrific in the NFL, and I think you're doing pretty good in college football as well, right, Sean?
Yeah, not to be obviously NFL. I'm having it's a great season. I'll take it. So I know the correction is going to come. You can't go 6-4, 7-3 every week, but I've been doing it. Wonderful. I'll take it. And college, nice weekend. I think I went 10-4 maybe this weekend. Bumped me up a little bit. So college not as good. We're still low, but we're profitable now. I think we're 10 games over 500 now in college football. So
good for you. Hey, great season. I mean, you're having a dream season in the NFL. I mean, being a volume handicapper like you are and hitting 67%, that's a lethal combination if you're booking your bets,
Yeah, so. No, that's again, and someone said to me, like, again, I do the midday money show. Somebody said, he's like, oh, I got your package. I can't, you're so hot. I'm like, listen, bro. I said, it's one day at a time. Yeah. I can't. There's going to be that 2-7 day, and people are going to be like, "Oh, you stink." I mean, it's I've been all right. I've been, faves. I've won. Dogs, we've won. I had a good combo. It's not like all favorites, all dogs, all overs, all unders. It's not like that. I'm all over the place, and we're hitting on all cylinders. So
good for you.
And we got college basketball starts up next month. That's another sport I'll roll out 1,000 plays on by the end of the season.
Hey, as long as you're making money, it doesn't matter how many plays you make. You're bringing.
Yeah.
Out. So, I mean, I've experienced that too. You get off to a great start, or you're on a tremendous run. All of a sudden, the sales start flowing in, and you have a bad day or two because, like you said, when you're hitting at that higher percentage, it's a matter of time before you have a bad week or two.
Yeah,
levels things off. It's just reality. That's the way it is. And if you don't, God bless you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't. And then you're the guys in like the circuit contest going 34-1. Those are that's just total outliers. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean,
it's sports betting, folks. It's not. Listen. I'm happy. I'm doing excellent, and it's a great season, and I can't. There's no way I not that you ever want to throw that out of the air like you could not win another game and still have a profitable year. But when you bet every day, it's money management. You got to say, okay, I'll press it a little bit, but You're not going crazy with everything. You can't do that. That's
stupid. Money management is a key in successful sports betting. And if you've been following Craig. If you've been following Sean, at least got to do that once a show. If you're following Sean Higgs this season, you're making a ton of money in the NFL and a little bit of money in college football. And you know what? He can go on a tear in college football for the rest of the season now. And the NFL might level off. At the end of the day, folks, and I'm sure you've encountered this, Sean, many times. People ask you, what are you the best at? Well, I can't answer that. If I think I'm the best at everything I do, and if I don't, then I shouldn't be doing it.
And this is what I say to that. When I'm going good, like people are like, oh, you don't do a lot of NBA. Well, college and NFL football, I'm making money in.
Yeah.
Then I got college basketball, which historically has been one of my best betting and making money at in the last 15 years for me. So I'm going to stick to things that make me money. I'm not going to run to be, NBA, let me see who's playing tonight before I make my bet. I got to see guys sit. No, I know the other sports are, my bread and butter. I'm not going to race out to say there's no best sport at this, whatever's hot. I'm going to kind of stick to that. Things are going good. You know how it is. You're going to lean to what's making you money right there.
Absolutely. I've had a bad baseball season, but 7-3 with my last 10, but I've curtailed a lot of my base. I do have a pick in the World Series tonight, but I started to stick with the NFL, which I'm 30-21 right now on the season, which is good for 59%. That'll make you a lot of money as well. College football, the last 2 weeks, 7-3. So things are going good in the NFL and college football right now. And the NBA, it's a long season. I always sort of start out slow. And when I mean start out slow, I'm not mean losing. Okay. I start out slow in terms of how many picks I put out and like yourself, you work on your own. There's only so much time in a day. And
Yeah.
if I don't take time to handicap a game and feel very confident in it, I won't give it out. So when I say that, my handicapping takes me time, and sometimes there's no time for something else. And rather than force something, it's going good for you.
And then somebody said today, like, oh, you don't like any of these MAC games today? I said, I have one game bet this week. There's Monday to Friday college football. One game I bet on. And I'll tell you, I got Ohio and I posted 3. And I'm like, there's that many games, and I'm down the road. I'm looking at next week's NFL, college basketball's coming up lines. If it doesn't jump out at you, for me, at least, I don't know how you are. Like, you kind of look at the games first, see what the lines are, what you have. So you kind of cross out as you go by. Like, not interested. Not people are like, well, how come? Because I want to make money. It's not fun. It's not like it's on TV. I'm going to bet this. I'm going out with my friends, have some beer and pizza. No, that ain't.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a college basketball board on a Saturday. You could just about eliminate 3/4 of the games that that's not in your comfort zone, whether it's
exactly
a 20-point favorite or above, or whatever the case may be.
That's the people, Ross. They're gonna come in there and be like, "Oh, you don't like Baylor to minus 42 today." I see those lines. I don't even look at those games. I'm going right to like some mid. I'm going to the Big Sky, like smaller conferences to find my values, like my underdogs. I'm not.
What are you going to say? You found betting value on a 42-point favorite? No.
Come on. That's like, who do you like in baseball today? I got the Braves minus 335 today with Max Fried versus.
Never understood that. There's some guys who give out these big favorites, folks, and you better be careful. Money line big favorites is the surest way to go broke if you do that on a consistent basis, because you lose one of those games, like the example Sean just gave you with the Atlanta Braves minus 335. You lose that game, you got to win 4 games to be in the black.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right, we're going to talk college football today, and you are first with the Oklahoma and Baylor game. That game goes at 3 p.m. Eastern time in Norman, Oklahoma. The Sooners are a 3.5-point favorite, and watch out, the Sooners have won 2 in a row after an abysmal stretch.
Yeah, well, quarterback problems there, new head coach. I'll keep this one kind of short and sweet. I know, because we just rambled on for a little bit. I get on my little soapbox here, but I like Baylor here. These guys putting up points. Sooners giving up about 30 a game, and this team hasn't really. I don't want to say it's taken a step back, but it's definitely not where it was when what's his name left to go over to USC over there. I mean, it's a.
Okay, yeah.
The
guy who just got fired at Carolina.
Yeah, or whoever.
Matt
Yeah.
Rule. Yeah.
No, not Matt Rule. Who left Oklahoma? What was that? Riley?
Lincoln
Riley?
I thought you were talking about Baylor. Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, Baylor. Oh well,
Lincoln Riley. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Him leaving here, and they brought in what's his name from Clemson here to run the show. And I'm just, the defense to me. Okay, last week 27-13, but that's, Iowa State team's not a juggernaut here. And here comes Baylor, 45 on the road against Texas Tech, 40 in West Virginia. They ended up losing that game. But I like Baylor here, and how about a money line plus 140? Yeah. And this is a tough one, because I see the 3.5s, and normally I'm like, I'll take the favorite here, because I think they're trying to trick you with that. I don't know. Baylor, these guys were good last year. A little slow for them. They started not so great, but they played BYU when they were actually, well, now BYU doesn't look too good, but I thought BYU was tougher beginning of the year. I'm taking Baylor. I'm going to go money line here, plus 140. Money line it up.
Wow, Baylor plus 140 on the money line.
I'm putting my win streak on the line here. I'm going to say money line.
Hey, talking about that, the handicappers on our Winner's Circle Sports Betting podcast over the last 3 weeks, folks, we're 20-10. That's good for 67%. So if you want to know why we ask you to subscribe, we're doing it for your own good. If you're watching this show, you're interested in sports betting, you're interested in winning. So why wouldn't you subscribe? It costs you absolutely nothing. There's no strings attached, no hidden agenda, folks, no subscription plans, absolutely free. Click over that OSGA logo on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. A subscribe button will come up. I should say hover over that OSGA logo and hit subscribe, and then hit your notification bells, and you'll be alerted right away upon any of our sports betting videos going up on this channel. I'm going to take a look at Kentucky and Missouri, and I'm going to be short and sweet as well, because Yeah, usually I take some time to handicap a game. When I looked at this, I looked at it for all of 10 minutes and said, this game's going to be a low scoring game. Kentucky at Missouri, 12 o'clock. The total is 42.5. Really low total by college football standards, especially in the modern era. Yet I think it's justified. Look, Missouri, 7-0 to the under in their last 7 games, and the last 5 of which averaged just a combined 36.8 points per contest. Kentucky, on the other hand, 7-1 to the under this year and 5-0 to the under in SEC play. In those 5 SEC games, averaged a tad over 40 points per game. So these offenses leave much to be desired, Sean. Missouri, their offense, last 5, 18.6 points per game scored. And Kentucky offense, their last 4, 16.5 points per game scored. Neither one of these teams are offensive juggernauts by any stretch of the imagination. And since 2012, these teams have met 5 times at Missouri, and all 5 of those games have gone under the total. I'm going with Kentucky and Missouri here under the total of 42.5. And Sean Higgs, he likes the Baylor Bears plus 140 on the money line at Oklahoma. Before we go, Sean, tell the folks what you may have coming up this week and anything else you'd like to share with the audience.
Of course, NFL, college football, we've got some World Series action. And then we'll have, Monday college basketball, I'll probably have about 15 games up. I'll fire right away. I come out firing because I go out and see how my numbers are. Same with NFL. I come out with 10 games week 1, paid off. My numbers look good. I'll do the same for college basketball. So a lot of college hoops and football on the horizon. So
if it's not broke, don't fix it, buddy.
No, that's right.
Yeah. Again, folks, you can find me at rbwins.com. All my single game and multi-game daily packages are guaranteed. No, you won't get your money back if you lose, but your account will be credited the exact amount of your purchase price, and you could use that credit toward any future purchase anytime you like. And also, again, college football 7-3 the last 2 weeks, had a 10-star top play on Saturday with the Louisville Cardinals plus 3.5 as they crushed number 10 Wake Forest. Wow. Hey, have you ever seen 7 turnovers in a quarter, Sean?
In a quarter? I mean,
a quarter.
That's every possession. Like they just couldn't. They could.
If you were trying to throw a game, you couldn't even do that.
Credit Louisville for putting the points up in a hurry too to get that to get it 7
they took
turnovers.
Advantage of every one, right?
Yes,
and they were all touchdowns upon after those turnovers. So
crazy.
You always look smart when that happens, So I love having underdogs that win in a blowout manner, and especially when you have them on top. So anyway, NFL, like I said, 30-21 on the season, folks. I did lose my first NFL 10-star top play of the year, but I'm still 8-1 this year with those NFL 10-star top plays, and cashed in Monday night on the under in the NFL, and I am 14-6 on the season now with my NFL primetime games, Sunday, Monday, Thursday night. Okay, so Sean Higgs, find him over at picksandparleys.net. Visit that site. You'll see Sean every day at noon Eastern time as he puts out a nice show there. You call that show?
Midday Money.
Midday Money. How appropriate. And don't forget, folks, Sean, #1 NFL handicapper, I want to say in the country, because I just can't imagine somebody who's in our industry, not the circa contest, in our industry that's having this good a year in the NFL to this date. So I'll go out on a limb and say that. And
Thank you. I'll second that because I kind of check some sites that we do. There's not many, and I'm pretty much on a standalone level right there.
Very good, buddy. And you deserve it because you work hard, and he's not only winning this year, he's won over many years in his career. So in any event, for Ross Benjamin and Sean Higgs, we'd like to wish each and every one of you all the very best. Take care. God bless and good luck, folks.